today I'd like to talk about the blade up, and we've had some confusion about that. Of course, there are so many different ways to draw the sword, but as you can see, I'm going to walk toward you a little bit. My thumb is going to, I'm projecting it forward. I project it forward, my thumb goes out, I reach my hand, boom, okay? That's my blade up. What I'm talking about is that little thumb, okay? It could be called so many different things. We don't need to, we want to simplify things. Keep it safe, keep it simple, stay alive. Bruce? Okay? So I make all these acronyms and things. I'm just going to confuse you. And when you need to rely on it in combat, maybe you get confused, okay? There's a lot that you have to remember, this place, that place, all this, turn left, turn right, onikidaki, kasari fundo, shuriken, ninja, taijutsu, nempo jitsu, yojin, ninjutsu chemistry. So many, with, it not being a martial art, it's so difficult because there's so many names of things. So we don't want to confuse you with things. So pretty simple, blade up. The blade is up. The blade would be facing up. That's pretty simple, right? And if it's not, shoot us a line and we'll try to make it more simple for you. So blade up. I'm going to project my sword forward. I'm going to grab here and I'm going to pull back. I'm pulling back on the scabbard, okay? So from the side, I'm projecting it forward towards the bad guy or whatever, my UK or whatever. And I'm pulling back on the scabbard and just let the sword naturally go where it needs to go. Don't try to overthink it. It's not a competition. You're not on TV. You're trying to learn to use this thing the way that it's traditionally made to use, okay? You're not in something where you're showing off or anything. And if you are, then maybe this martial art isn't for you. So, or way of living, if that's better. So I'm projected forward, okay? I don't have to be in no stance or anything. It don't matter about no stance. It matters I'm projected forward. I pull back on the scabbard and it goes right where it wants to go naturally. That's the way it's made, is to go just like that. To do, let it go where it needs to go. What I would call a block could be so many things. Is I'm coming here, I block with this part of my blade. Maybe even break my sword, but maybe I break their sword. So I would maybe block and then I will go for a slice maybe. Okay, so just in case you need an explanation of what that, because it's in this little kata that we have that we're going to show you real shortly. So again, blade up, okay, towards you. I project it forward. What we like to do is this little smiley face on the ground. If you can see our footwork, I'm doing this little smiley face, okay? Just a smile on a smiley face, okay? Keep your head on a swivel, okay? Smiley face, okay? Boom. As soon as I make that smiley face, I'll go ahead and do that, okay? I still have to pull back on the scabbard. Even if I put it in my belt, okay? Okay, there it goes. All right, so I'll hold on to the sword, project it forward, or even keeping it here. Okay, I still need to do that little short. So see it from the side. I'm doing that smiley face. Okay, that's how I've done that. I can project it all kinds of forward, and put in here, do that smiley face, bam, okay? Then I'll get a cut, another cut, maybe cut up here, cut there, whatever, So, some people need a focus point when they're working with the sword. Just make sure you have a training sword, and that way, and you're not messing up Mother Nature. We said the ghost blade from 5th Dan and up, okay? Anybody can do this. We know that, okay? And we know so many other martial arts probably already do this technique. But for us, and since we do things so differently from other schools, this is 5th Dan and up because it's difficult for people. You think it's so easy. It might be easy, but I'm saying it's not easy for everybody, okay? So the ghost blade is pulling back on the scabbard, and I've got this bad guy right here behind me, all right? I may have cut a limb, a neck or anything, so boom, I cleared him. I'm going to go back. Okay? And when I lay my sword on anything, you notice I have a training sword so I don't hurt Mother Nature or anyone. Of course, it does have an edge on it, so you still need to be careful. Oh my. Anyway, so I'm pulling back on the scabbard, and as I'm cutting, I'm going to do a slice. I may need to put my finger here to get a good deep cut. I may need to put my whole elbow here. You see, I put my whole elbow, bam, okay? just to help you get a good cut sometimes, because you go through all this thing. This isn't an axe or a maul, okay? If you want that, we can go chop wood and split wood, Canada, Alaska, Colorado, or right here, wherever, okay? Even Michigan, right? So, anyway, it isn't a chopping thing. It's not just all for chopping. So, when we're doing this, it's a pull. So I'll lay my, you see what I'm saying? It'd be a pull. I'd lay this on them, pull. I'd hit. So I could use this to help me get my cut. I'm talking in. My opponent would be, here. So I'd come in with the cut, boom, I would go in for a stab. I'd be cutting. I'm controlling my blade more than just this, plus I have this hand here in case, bam, I want to do something else, you see. Boom, I'll cut, I can do whatever. I've got this hand here in case I need to go in for the face, say that was the face or whatever. These are just some ways that you could practice with your sword, solo. That way you can still get some training if your training partner didn't show up that day, if you didn't have time to go to the class, and your school works differently than everybody else where you have like 10, 15, 20 people. So, for solo training, this could be something that could work for you. Holding the sword here, okay? I could go into the stomach, come around to the neck, and then here would be where you would, be for that. So, not to confuse you any, but all this would start from the blade up, okay? Blade up, I'll draw my sword back, that's my first slice, okay? So that's how we do it. So this would be your first kata for us, would be the blade up. We call it the blade up kata for you if you want. We'll form this to fit your needs, you know what I'm saying? But we do have a curriculum and things that we want to call them certain things. But we want this to be easy so that you can learn it. So if you have to rely on it in survival, not every day you're going to be coming with a sword. I mean, we work with so many different weapons. So in layman terms, this could be the blade up #1 kata, okay? So I'm pulling back on the spam, and I come up from my slice, and I'm going to slice over here, okay? I've cleared my weapon. So from the side, okay? I came up, slice up, slice down, okay? That's also, shaking the blood off me. And then I'm going to wipe the blood off, put it back in the scabbard, and go through the whole same thing. Boom, slicing up, slicing down, blade up, okay? And then you step it up. It'll be the same kata, and it's okay to add things to it. For instance, okay, boom, up, this, I can do a back kick, okay? Add that to it. Just as soon as your mind thinks, hey, what if the guy does this? So then you react to it and add it to that kata. Still, blade up #1 kata though, okay? Until you change what you do with the sword, if I start, doing all this stuff, then it'd be a different kata. So, boom, 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 I come this way, okay? Inside again. Boom, 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 alright? Then I put it back. You could add all your kicking and stuff later. It's okay. So, also, if I've got a sword, and I'm in my stance or whatever, it's just loose, it's not in my belt or anything, you can think about, am I going to kick, or, what kind of stuff am I going to do? I've got a sword, what do I need to kick for, you know what I mean? So, whatever you've got to do for that. Just a little added, rant, I guess, for that one. So, blade up. Try this holding it out without putting it in your belt. And then, gear up and put your belt on and everything. And try it that way. Boom. Boom. Now I'm using both my hands, and it makes me want to do something else. Alright? So, boom. 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 And now it just makes you so hungry you want to do something else. So then you got to move on to another kata. As soon as you put it in your belt, you're going to feel this. You're going to want to do so much more. So, and don't worry about the smiley face. That's just to get you started. That way you're actually, because we notice so many people when we're doing techniques, you're doing Jumon, we're doing a Jumon punch drill, you know, and you're over here, this guy's punching, he's like doing this, you know, and he's not coming back to Jumon. So his stance isn't working, his feet's getting tied up. This kind of smiley face on the foot where it just comes around. Okay, just a smile of a smiley face. You know, you could be here natural, coming here, boom. I'm projected forward, bam. Okay, just that smiley face. You could draw it on the ground. And also, for you that are with us at Ghost Blade, remember to lay your pole down, okay? If you don't have the right kind of lighting and there's no shadows on the trees or anything, then put your stick down your pole, or whatever, a piece of wood down on your way. Let's say it's this scabbard here, okay? I don't, you can see that. So that's my movement right there. That's my bad guy, okay? So I'm just gonna hold my sword, whatever, for this slice up. Okay, so I've already did my slice. See, I'm still coming into his area. I'm going to step into his area. I'm going up for my slice, and then I'm going right back here. Bam. Okay. So using a stick or a pole, you go inside, outside. Okay. So I'd be inside, you know, and I'd be outside. Okay. His body's here. You know, this would, if he's projecting this, that would be inside, and this would be outside. You understand? This would be inside, this would be outside. I'd be on his next side, he'd be over here cutting. That's why we use the pole. You get so many different ways. So whether I'm coming here, I practice it both sides. So whatever weapon you're using, use that as a tool for you to help you to get where you need to go with it. And good luck with that. We'll give you some more. If I confuse you or anything, just shoot me a line, and we'll see what we can do to make you happier. Thank you. Have a good day.